Or you'll have to get out, like.
I didn't think you were going to start. You should tell me when you're starting so it wouldn't laugh.
What's so funny, like?
No, I'm good.
This is why I didn't want you in here. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is the look I created today. I just tried to recreate the look that I did in college, because in college today we did, well, it's today for me, it'll be yesterday for yous. We did Halloween makeup. I did my look on Ellie, and the only difference is I didn't do blood tears. I did blood coming from her mouth. So I just said I'd change it up and try do the blood tears. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, keep watching. So now I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows and prime my eyelids, and to do that I'm taking this, which is P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2. I'm just making sure to take that base and pat it all outside the edges, because I do end up bringing the eyeshadow quite far out. Okay, so now I have both my eyes primed. I'm actually gonna pop off and do one eye off the camera and come back then and show you how to do the other eye, because if I try to do both eyes on the camera I would literally be here for like 3 hours. Okay, so I already did one eye off the camera, so I'm back now and I'm going to show how to do this eye. So the first thing I'm going to do is just blend out that P. Louise base again. Make sure there's absolutely no creases, because since it's such a thick eyeshadow base, literally if you leave any creases, the creases will literally just, the eyeshadow will set into the creases. So I'm going to start off with this small tapered blending brush, and I'm going to take this shade out of the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's the shade, it's called Jax, this one. It's just a deep maroon red colour, and I'm going to pack that into my crease in a semicircle type of shape. I never bring it in all the way, because just me personally, I always end up blending it too far in and it always ends up like up here. Now I'm taking this Revolution brush. I'm just taking the shade Blaze from the Carnival Tree palette, which is here, and I'm just using that to blend out that maroon colour. Now taking this fluffy blending brush and just using that to blend out that shade. In with this brush and back in with this Jax shade, and I'm packing that back into the crease like I did the first time. Taking this, it's kind of like a small packer brush, and then from the Carnival 2 palette I'm taking this shade, which is called Reckless. It's like a deep purple, and I'm just going to pack that in where I packed that Jax shade, just to deepen it up a bit, and then also kind of winging that shade out too. And then I'm just going back in with this fluffy blending brush and just blending all that out. So now that I have all the shades down that I want, I'm going to go back in with my P. Louise base and cut my crease. Now I'm taking this Revolution brush. It literally is just a small packer brush again, and I'm going back into that shade Blaze from the Carnival Tree. I'm just going to pat that everywhere where I put that P. Louise base. Okay, so now that I have that red down, I'm just going back into this brush, and I'm just gonna take whatever excess I have on it and just blend that line between the red and the purple. Okay, so now that I have all that, I'm gonna take this MAC 226 brush, Unreal for liner, because of how thin it is. I'm going to take a bit of the Inglot 77 gel liner with a bit of Gerline. Even though mine is brand new, I still use Gerline because it makes it so like watery, if you get me. And I think it's so much easier to work with. Personally, don't like the 77 gel liner on me. On clients, it's deadly, but I'm still just gonna use it today. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. This is the Morphe M408 brush. It just looks like this. And I'm taking the black from the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm just smoking out the end of that liner. And then just to blend all that black, I'm going back into this brush. So now I'm gonna pop off, put on my lashes and clean up the bottom, do my brows, and then I'll be back to do foundation. So I just went and cleaned my face and put on my eyelashes. So now I'm going to move on to my base. So I'm taking this, which is the Carter Beauty foundation in the shade Caramel Chew, and then I'm just taking this flat top foundation brush and I'm just using this as my base. Okay, so now that all my foundation is blended, I'm taking this, which is the Carter Beauty concealer, and I'm just gonna blend that up. If you can see, I didn't blend it up right up into my eye because my eyelids crease, or like my under eye, actually not my eyelids, my under eye creases quite easily, so the less product I can put there the better. So that's why I don't bring the foundation right up to under my eyes. All my cream products are done. I'm just gonna lightly set my face with this. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium. So I'm just gonna set my face with this now. Okay, so now that my whole face is set but literally looks as flat as anything, I'm gonna take this. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, which is just, oh my god, the best bronzer shade ever. And now, just to do a bit of further bronzing, I'm gonna go in with the Carter Beauty Phoenix palette, and I'm gonna use a brush like this. This is a MAC 116 brush, just to do a bit further detailing, and I'm gonna take the shade Inferno. So now what I'm gonna do, now that I have product on my under eyes, is I'm gonna go in with all the shades that I put into my crease and smoke them out on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to take the 77 gel liner and put that in my waterline. Let's back up to speed a tiny bit. Off camera, I just finished my under eye, smoked it out. I added the 77 gel liner into my waterline and I did my mascara. So now I'm going to finish off my face. For blush, I'm just taking this Carter Beauty Cupid palette and I'm taking the shade Devotion, which is this one here, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. Highlighter, I'm just taking the BAM, the Manizer Sisters palette. I'm just taking this one, which is basically just the Mary Luminize. I'm taking this Inglot brush. It's just from the Christmas collection, so it has no name on it. I'm just going to highlight the high points of my face. So now we're going to finish off the lips. I'm taking this, which is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Reddish. And I've already toppered it to make sure it is sanitized, and it's basically just a red lip liner. I've lined my lips, I'm gonna take my lip brush and I'm gonna use the Carter Beauty lip tint in the shade Joe, which is just this. It's literally just a true red, and I'm just gonna apply that to my lips. I suppose you could just leave it here if you were going to some sort of glam Halloween party. I know this year no one will be going to any sort of Halloween parties, but I am gonna add a bit of blood because that is what I did in college and that is what we were recreating today. But I am actually gonna add the blood as like teardrops. I didn't do that in college, I just added them at the side of Ellie's mouth to make it look like kind of fangs were bleeding or something, I don't know. But I am gonna try and attempt to do teardrops in this video. Added some blood and I tried to do it as teardrops. In college I did do it like around Ellie's mouth to try and make it look like her fangs or something were bleeding, but yeah, I just decided to change it up here. So this is literally just the finished look, literally just recreating what I did in college, except for the like blood teardrops, which were really actually hard to do. This side kind of came out alright, but this side I kind of fucked up. And then everyone wonders why I hate Halloween makeup. Like, this is literally the extent of my Halloween makeup. I could never do anything like too dramatic because that is just not my forte, like. But yeah, so this is my video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.